Alrighty then. We back. Um Goodfellas Sports TV. We in the building. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. We up in here, man. And yeah, I didn't get to the show yesterday because I was busy and also I wasn't feeling well. So it was kind of got a little bit of congested yesterday, man. So I couldn't get to it. But we here, man. We doing the show today. I want to be consistent on Wednesday, but if I don't, I'm definitely gonna get it in before the Thursday night game. All right, that's how you know if you don't see this posted in the playlist by Wednesday, and I'm trying to still find a podcast platform. Got to get on the hop on that one. If you don't see this posted by Wednesday, then it'll be Thursday, God willing, before the Thursday night game. All right, I had to I had some puppies for sale. I had to show my dude across the street. He wanted one. One of his dogs died, so it took me a minute to hop on. But I'm here before 5, before the rug rat get out of school. So we got time. So yeah, first down, episode 5, week 5 preview, uh, and week 5 review. I gotta change the name. Give me a minute. I done messed up on the thing. Give me 1 second. So I ain't got to go back and do it. There we go. All right. Last week, we wasn't so good last week. Sadly but surely, we wasn't so good. We was 8 out of 15. We above 50, but the week before that, we was 12 for 16. Week before that, 10 for 16. Week 1, 17 for 16. I think that's a that's a bullshit week. Week 1 is tough to tell. But last week we went with the Packers on Thursday night with the Eagles, which I usually go with the home team in those situations. Walker 2-Wentz. He showed back up, so he did his thing. The Giants beat the Redskins. The Chiefs did beat the Lions, which they actually should have lost, but that's another conversation for another day. We'll talk about it. The Falcons dropped the ball versus, I keep forgetting who whooped their ass. Tennessee. Tennessee beat the Falcons. I think that was I'm about to say the Georgia Dome. I think that was whatever their new stadium called. The Falcons just stink. And it's all Matt Ryan fault. But it don't really surprise me they lost to them, but I'll get to it. Um, Ravens lost to the Browns. The Colts lost to the Raiders. That was a shocker, but the Raiders weren't going on 16, I don't believe. The Pats beat the Buffalo Bills. That was a tough game. We're going to talk about that. Texans, they took that L to Kyle Allen and on Carolina Panthers. Chargers beat the Miami Dolphins. Rams lost to Tampa Bay. We took them. The Seahawks, they did beat the Cardinals. We took them. Vikings fell to the Chicago Bears, even with Trubisky getting knocked out the game early. Jacksonville Jaguars, they did beat Broncos. They had a game-winning drive. Steelers did prevail over the Bengals. Bengals are just an embarrassment, and they need to trade AJ Green, JM2121 salute. Ain't seen you in a minute. Saints did beat the Cowboys, so I was happy the Saints beat the Cowboys. So some headlines coming in today before we go into detail about each of the games. Is that Stephon Diggs apparently wants out of Minnesota. I guess he don't see eye to eye with Mike Zimmer, and he really ain't feeling Kirk Cousins, and they really ain't looking to get him the ball. So he's looking to get out of Minnesota. All right. And rightfully so. You know, Kirk Cousins throwing the ball to Thielen more. I don't know if they both white or maybe Diggs don't really cut it. I know Stephon Diggs, Stan Bailey salute. I know Stephon Diggs probably missed Case Keenum. I was watching Realistic Randy. He's a Minnesota Viking fan. I think he in DC. Barber salute. He said that Case Keenum got a better QBR, and they wish they had Case Keenum back in Minnesota. So you know, I ain't mad. You know, Stephon Diggs on the block. I think he really a top 15 receiver in the right offense. You give Stephon Diggs to Tom Brady, he probably go into like top 8. So if I'm like Dallas, I'm the Patriots. I'm looking to trade for Stephon Diggs, but obviously Kirk Cousins ain't that good. You know, you can't get mad at Stephon Diggs. You can't get mad at Stephon Diggs because he's speaking the truth. Y'all made a mistake. Should have kept Keenum. Y'all paid all that money to Cousins. It probably wouldn't have took half that money to pay the Keenum to stay there. And Kirk Cousins is a fraud. I've been watching Kirk Cousins. Gerard, what's going on? Mandela. Hopefully I said the name right. Mandela, I think it is. I don't know. Mandela, I think it is. But I've been watching. I don't know what I was just saying. I'm tired as hell. But I've been watching Kirk Cousins since Michigan State days, East Lansing, and every time they had a big game, he just didn't show up. So at the end of the day, I get it. He said they not mad at Adam. Yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I remember the Lions played Adam Thielen and Glover Quinn a few years ago at the new Minnesota Stadium. He stripped Adam Thielen to win the game. He fumbled to lose the game. Oh, Mandela, okay, I got you. He stripped Thielen to win the game, so he made his fair share of mistakes. But you look at it. You look at who else you look at? The Giants can use that help. The Redskins can lose some help to go with the McLaren dude from Ohio State who was straight stud. The Patriots can use that help. Buffalo can use that help. Who else we going? Jacksonville. I think they can. They got a nice little receiver. But I think Stephon Diggs will clearly be a number one guy there. They obviously want to trade him in the division. New Orleans, why not? If you're going all the way in, Diggs and Michael Thomas, that's super nice. Who else you looking at? The really, that's pretty much it I could think of in the NFC. Or the Seahawks can use them. 49ers can use them. I know they're undefeated, but they getting that respect like that. That defense for sure good. But really, teams that's about to win it, they can use them. But you know what? I ain't mad at him, man. He passionate about winning. And Mike Zimmer looking like a lame duck coach, and I like Mike Zimmer. But yeah, Jalen Ramsey, they said today, Shad Khan is the owner of Arizona. I don't think he want to go in that situation, but yeah, he said he ain't trading Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey had the birth of his second kid last week. He sat out the game, made the trip so he can get paid, had a back injury. They said they're not trading Jalen Ramsey. So it looked like Jalen Ramsey probably going to sit out training camp next year. And, he just probably don't want to be in Jacksonville. Being in Jacksonville can hurt your stock as a player. I seen it happen in Detroit. I seen, even though Barry was so great, he transcended that aura of playing in Detroit really in a small market, not back then, but he transcended a bad franchise and he started getting his clout. But I've seen guys like Glover Quinn, who I think was perhaps one of the 5 best safeties in football, get overlooked. I think Calvin Johnson had an opportunity to be the greatest receiver of all time. He got overlooked playing in Detroit, so I feel what he's saying in Jacksonville. He just not going to get that clout playing in Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? And once at Baltimore, I don't think he want to go to Baltimore neither because, Lamar Jackson ain't proficient in passing the ball on a consistent basis. Guy like a Stephon Diggs, he want to be in a situation where, hey, when Brady hit that third step drop, that ball coming out. A guy like Breeze hit that 5-step drop, the ball coming out. 5 in the hit, 7-step. He want to be in an offense where, he can be his abilities could be utilized. Like, I know Cleveland got a lot of receivers, but Baker Mayfield, he ain't 1, 2, 3 and drop. He more of them dudes that run around and chuck the ball up to his Doug Flutie like ass. You know what I'm saying? He one of them type of dudes. I think Stephon Diggs, and I think he can play with Lamar Jackson. I think he do, but I think a guy like him going from that Kirk Cousins BS, he want to go somewhere where, you know what? I know when Goff, even though he ain't playing so well, we talk about him in a minute. I know when Goff hit the 5-step, hey, that ball coming out is gonna be there on time. And I don't think a lot of receivers like playing with the Michael Vicks or like playing with the Kyler Murrays, even though he play a little bit more in the pocket. And I think he gonna be all right, or some of those type of receivers or something like that. They want to be where I'm supposed to be and where the ball go at times. So, but then again, you can make the case people like playing with Roethlisberger, and he prolonged the play, and so depends on what they want. But with Jalen Ramsey, they're just gonna hold him against his will, and that's the problem with the NFL because they can hold Jalen Ramsey for the next 2 years past this year with the franchise tag, and hopefully They outlaw that franchise tag. But um, other than that, it's really not a lot of big headlines going on. Antonio Brown, I read today, they had a defamation, I guess, in court, and he was belligerent. I just read the title. I washed my hands with the situation, praying for the best with him. If I forgot anything, you can roll it in. Any other headlines going into this week? Saquon Barkley, 2 or 3 weeks after a high sprained ankle, he already cutting and chopping it up. And Giants might be a dark horse if Daniel Jones keep playing well. If Saquon come back, but they legitimately have nothing on defense. They get Golden Tate back this week as well too, and pretty good football player off the pit suspension. But going week by week. Last Thursday night game, I said Cam Newton was done. Before last year, I said him and Andrew Luck both was done. I called them, and people said I was reaching. They both done. They need to take some time off and heal up, but I said they both was done. But last week, Eagles and Packers game, that was one of the better Thursday night games. I sure wish they outlawed Thursday night games, but it's tough. But that was a good game. I watched the whole game, stayed up. Aaron Rodgers, they ain't had no running game. Matt LaFleur got to figure out a time to a time to run the ball. I'll get to Gurley in a minute. He got to figure out how to run the ball. Aaron Williams got knocked out early in the game. Hold on. Williams got knocked out early in the game. Jamal Williams and a nasty hit by Derek Barnett. Oh, also forgot about Vontaze Burfict. That's what you call a double tap. You hold him up and then you hit him. Barnett should have been suspended. He should have been fined. Vontaze Burfict was suspended for the entire remainder of the season based off reputation he had in college, which I'll get to that when I talk about the Raiders. But hey, Walker to and Wentz, he had the greatest game, but he did enough. Alshon Jeffrey didn't look healthy, but he made enough plays. They figured out what I seen when they played Detroit Lions is that Jordan Howard is the more effective running back. Once you let him go north and south, and once they figured out Jordan Howard is a better running back than Sproles and Miles Sanders, I think Doug Peterson is one of them dudes who overthink things. You get smart guys, smart football guys, smart science, math guys, and sometimes they overthink shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to overthink. Jordan Howard having success, let him run the ball, and he run with a lot of success. They keep handing that brother the ball, and then they can work play action to Zach Ertz over the middle. They'd be all right. But other than that, I really wasn't worried about Philly and the Dallas discrepancy between them because obviously when the Cowboys stepped up and played a good team in New Orleans with a backup quarterback, they came back down. So at the end of the day, what we found out about the Packer defense, it was what we thought it was. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that much improved. And Philly showed that short game plan week, and they got last and run defense. We'll talk about that going to week 5. New York, they beat the Skins. No need to really talk about that. Skins is a bad football team. Case Keenum had an injury. Don't know if Haskins going to start this week or not. We should see. The Chiefs-Lions game was a really good game. Check my other channel, More C Sports Talk. I got plenty of content on that game, but my homeboy didn't throw a touchdown on us. We missed our top. They missed their top receiver in Hill. We missed Darius Slay. Quadro Diggs got injured, and Mike Daniel Hand. But it was a good game if you didn't see it. Check my other channel out, Mercy Sports Talk, for thoughts on that. Falcons and Titans didn't really surprise me. I figured because the Falcons was at home. If that game was on the road, I would have picked the Titans. But Mariota got off, and the Falcons, they got all these weapons on offense, and they just not doing well, and that's because Matt Ryan ain't that good. You notice Jared Goff and Matt Ryan not being that good. It's no real call, Matt Ryan done, or nobody really calling Matt Ryan out. It's all these excuses, they need to do this or they need to do that. It's no DEFCON 5,000. Had it been Lamar Jackson, had it been Kyler Murray, had it been whoever it is, it would have been called for a quarterback switch or, he's overpaid. But, hey, when you got the complexion for the selection, it's okay. Matt Ryan been garbage. They got all them weapons over there. Despite what's on that other side of the defense, look what Patrick Mahomes doing. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes is putting up points. Matt Ryan is struggling at the crib on turf with Julio, with Mohamed Sanu, with Calvin Ridley, with Austin Hooper, Devontae Freeman, Ito. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes misses left tackle. You know what? And they want to say, Mahomes overrated. No, at the end of the day, Matt Ryan got more weapons than Patrick Mahomes. That's a fact. He got more weapons than Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jeffrey, salute. Jackal, salute. He got more weapons. So where's the talk about that? You know, at the end of the day, Tennessee got a good defense. Jarrell Casey, a baller, or Dory Jackson, he coming up. They got a Benyard, who are all Pro Bowl safety, I believe. Tennessee, that ain't the problem. They quarterback the problem. He got Walker, he got Derrick Henry, but he need better receivers. But Corey Davis can play the game. They just gotta find a quarterback, and they just gotta face the reality. Don't get fooled once Tennessee probably out or Mariota play good for a stretch. Don't get fooled by that. He consistently hasn't played well. So, the Falcons just don't need a quarterback. They had the perfect team around them the year they went to the Super Bowl and blew the lead. But Ravens and Browns figured out, hey, we do have a fucking running back. We do have Nick Chubb, who is one of the very few explosive running backs in the NFL. And he coming off a knee surgery and shit like that. He came off a few knee surgeries in college or knee surgery. And we finding out that, hey, the Georgia running backs, they not only can get the ground yards, Nick Chubb's a big guy, but he can float, And Nick Chubb ran for like $188 last week or something like that. And guess what, Freddie Kitchens? You ain't going to just sit back there and make Landry happy or make Odell happy, or when you get the other little fast guy back happy and when Njoku come back. You know what this is? You got a good defense that's good at rushing the passer, solid at stopping the run. Run the fucking ball. Baker Mayfield ain't Tom Brady. He ain't going out there 5 wides, and he ain't going through his progression. He ain't 6'5", a 6'6" quarterback. You run the ball, you play off the run at the play action, you move the pocket, you make simple throws. Baker Mayfield ain't gonna be what he was at Oklahoma. We see that's a system. We see what that boy doing Hurts. He doing, but the Big 12 suck. That's a fact. The Big 12 suck. So, with the Browns, the formula is to run the ball. You get Kareem Jackson back. Heavy sets. You got a bad offensive line. Run the ball. Screen game to your receivers. Screen game to your running backs. Play action. Chicago Bulls salute. And go down the field and do it that way. Had they ran the ball versus the Rams, which the team is very runnable against with Nick Chubb, it'll be simple. Freddie Kitchens overthinking shit. He gonna end up getting fired doing dumb shit. Watch, they gonna get on the road, win 2 or 3 games. Then Freddie Kitchens gonna start trying to go out 5 wides and do all this flashy stuff. He gonna get fucked over. Don't just keep it simple sometimes. Baker Mayfield ain't hot shit yet. Colts, they lost to who they lose to? The Raiders. Raiders got off on their ass, and Derek Carr, I think it was at if I'm not mistaken, I think it was at the Colts. So 34-24. Obviously they missed T.Y. Hilton. I think they running back the Melvin guy, he had an injury, but no excuses. Vontaze Burfict got kicked out the game for his hit on tight end Jack Doyle. And in slow motion, it looked like he went helmet to helmet on purpose, but it was in fast motion. At the end of the day, that wouldn't have been a penalty back in the day. And you know how they planned it. But Derek Carr had a good game. The Colts, they missed a leading tackler last year, and Darius Leonard, I think his name was. So they was missing a few people, but hey, the Raiders got to get a win too. Patriots and Bills, good game. Kind of some good points in this game too. The Patriots only scored off a block punt. So that's crazy. They only scored off a block punt. So other than that, I think they other points came off field goals. And ace kicker, Ganikowski, whatever his damn name is, he out for the season. They called up. They got some kicker. I remember him, but they got some kicker. So Josh Allen just not a proficient quarterback from the pocket. He a big kid. He had his best when he running. But he got to figure out how to play the game from the pocket. He ain't really made no progression from his rookie year to this year. If he ain't running and he ain't chucking it down the field, he can't go through progressions. But really, when you see like Kyler Murray struggling, or when you see Lamar Jackson struggling, maybe in the playoffs, and Lamar had success going down the stretch of the NFL, you don't hear the backlash for the Josh Allens of the world, or you don't hear the backlash for the Matt Ryans of the world. You know what I'm saying? You can tell it's a racial double standard in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? You can tell. At the end of the day, he ain't that fucking good, Josh Allen. You ain't hearing nobody saying, "Oh, Buffalo need to pull him," or Josh Allen ain't that good. You don't hear that coming from the media. Sean, salute you. When Lamar Jackson was struggling versus the Chargers last year in the playoffs, oh, they might need to get a new quarterback, and that's one game. He had way more success than Josh Allen did. He had way more success than Josh Allen did. By far more. But hey, that's the game. But hey, he got arm talent. He got some legs. He a big kid. But you know what? You can't be out there trying to run over linebackers. And that's another hit that old boy should have been fined and kicked out when he hit Josh Allen in the head. One, that's a quarterback. They treat him different. And two, maybe Josh Allen, I know it was a critical first down to get. Hey, dude, just get the fuck down and play to live another down. You know what I'm saying? He trying to run over guys. But those were two egregious hits. The Derek Barnett hit versus the Packers and Jamal Williams, and that hit on Josh Allen. It's just double standards, man. They got it out for Vontaze Burfict. And I know Vontaze Burfict ain't a perfect guy, but when that white player spit on that nigga last year, they didn't even suspend him. And if I'm Vontaze Burfict, I would have went in the locker room. I would have grabbed my shit out of my car. You feel me? And I would have stuck it down his motherfucking throat. Real talk. I probably would have blew his head off his shoulders. Ain't nobody spitting on me. White, black, Indian, Pakistani, ain't nobody spitting on me. Ain't nobody spitting on me. I don't give a fuck. I would have fucked his ass up. Point blank, period. He would have I'll still be looking to whoop his ass. But at the end of the day, Vontaze Burfict, he got a target on his back. I don't agree with them suspending him the whole year, but hey, it is what it is. And people say, "Oh, he's dirty." Look, that was football. Mike Singletary, Dick Butkus, Ronnie Lott, Deacon Jones. Hey, man, they couldn't play one fucking game in this NFL. NFL is about hitting. It's a man's game. No, when somebody spit on Vontaze Burfict last year. Was it Marshall Yonda or one of them dudes from the Ravens? They spit on that nigga last year. People say he deserved. Ain't nobody deserved to get spit on. It was a white guy. Nobody deserved to get spit on. I don't care what you done did on the football field. The shit Vontaze Burfict was doing was legal 10, 15, 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? The steel curtain. What about Bill Romanowski? Come on. Bill Romanowski was one of the most dirtiest players out there. Richie Incognito, another dirty player. It's a double standard, though, and we know that. Some of the stuff they used to do back in the day, hey, man, they can Ronnie Lott. It's football. Talking about defensive receiver and you body weight on the quarterback. Just put flags on them. People, I got the video. I'm gonna put it in the community. I'm gonna pull it up from last year. People in there saying he deserved it. Nobody deserved to be spit on. Amber Geiger yesterday only got 10 years. She should have been spit on then. For what she did. She should have been spit on. Talking about he a dirty player. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game. When people talk about boxing, it's a dirty game. Talking about MMA, it's a dirty game. Ain't nothing clean about that shit. Yeah, Sean Taylor, ain't nothing clean. I've been at the bottom of them piles. Eye gouging. Grabbing your balls. Pulling your neck hairs, your neck fat, your head, you punch you in your mouth. Don't nothing good go on the bottom of them damn piles. And that's why I prefer to play defense. I want to get hit. I like doing the hitting. You know what I'm saying? They be killing me with that like he's some type of damn, breaking fingers, grabbing people's fingers and shit. They trying to act like he's some type of a demon child or something. That's just the way football played. It's just the way football played. That's football. Vontaze Burfict was just born 20 years too early or some shit like that. 22 years too late. Oh, he dirty hit and that's the game. It's the game. Go back and watch some of them. Oh, Deacon Jones used to shoot off the line and smack guys in the head. You know what I'm saying? CTE, what mental health and brain health wouldn't be a problem if they gave these guys lifetime benefits. They trying to fix everything but the problem. When you retire, you don't have no lifetime benefits or medical with the NFL. You don't have no better medical. Why you think they suing? You think these dudes will be suing NFL if they can go out there and go to any doctor and have lifetime? It's people at the plant that worked 20 years and got way more medical than them. When they retire, they don't got paid. Shannon Sharp said, "I paid $25,000 out of my pocket. $25,000." Now there's players out there that played way back in the day. That pension ain't $25,000. Deacon Jones said his pension was like $500 a month or something like that. How you treating people who built this league? And Roger Goodell getting $22, $33 million a year. What? Hey, if I meet any kids and I have kids that come over and my daughter babysit, if I meet any kid, I tell them, pick up the bat like Deion Sanders said and don't look back. Or kick that soccer ball around. Real talk. Pick up the bat and don't look back. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You got some people that believe that you should send your kids out to the white schools and learn what they learn. These are facts. Because you get treated better in a predominantly white sport or multiracial sport. When it's predominantly black, you get this NFL shit. NBA is an anomaly to that. You know what I'm saying? But the NFL, no medical, come on, man. I wouldn't play another snap. If I was an NFL player, I'd get my money in my first contract. I say that up. My second contract, I get my money, I'll be done. It's a joke. But let's keep going on. Texans, they lost to the Panthers. Panthers just got a dominant D, and Kyle Allen can drive the bus. And eventually he can do more. So Kyle Allen can play better than the injured Cam Newton. And somebody asked, was Cam Newton done? Absolutely. You can't be doing all that running around out there. Same thing with Michael Vick. Even when Michael Vick got out of prison, his body got to sit in prison. It got to heal. He got time off, and guess what? He still hit Michael Vick on the wrist. It's broke. That's what people don't understand. You can't be a successful quarterback or long-term successful quarterback running. Steve Young had to learn to play from the pocket. Brett Favre had to learn how to play from the pocket. You know what I'm saying? John Elway, to me, is probably the greatest quarterback I've ever seen just looking at talent. Because he had the legs and he had the arm. But he had to play from the pocket. Mobile quarterbacks don't last. And that's what people don't understand about the success of Michael Vick. Michael Vick, he might have revolutionized the game, but it was a Randall Cunningham before him. It was a Steve Young before him. You know what I'm saying? There was mobile quarterbacks before him. He ain't no damn Hall of Famer. If he a Hall of Famer, Kobe 2K fan, McNabb definitely should get in. Michael Vick didn't win a fucking thing in the NFL. And numbers are pedestrian. He didn't win. The only thing he did was win at Green Bay in a playoff game. Other than that, he didn't accomplish nothing. He don't have... Cam Newton is a Hall of Famer right now. Look at the numbers. He rushed for 1,000 yards 2 times and almost did it again. And you playing running back, you playing quarterback. Quarterbacks' success are wins and losses, yards thrown, and touchdowns thrown, and interceptions thrown. That's what it's based off of. You know what I'm saying? But when Bradshaw won, that's the difference. Bradshaw won. Even though you could say he rode the coattail of the steel curtain, he just based in because he won. That motherfucker got what, 3 or 4 rings? He won. And it was a different game. That's what you also got to look at too. It's a different game. They wasn't in shotgun throwing it 55, 60 times a game. That motherfucker Jared Goff tossed that hoe 68 times last week. That might have been a season for Terry Bradshaw. Trent Dilfer ain't in this Hall of Fame. We talking about Hall of Famers. Trent Dilfer ain't get 2 Super Bowls. Motherfucker Bradshaw won 4 of them hoes. 4. And I understand. You're going to get the success. Troy Aikman shouldn't be a Hall of Famer then. Let's keep it real. Look at Troy Aikman numbers. I dare you go look at Troy Aikman numbers. But you know why Troy Aikman get in and McNabb don't? It ain't white and black here. Got a few Super Bowl rings. Michael Vick didn't win shit. If Michael Vick just would have got one with his numbers, he would have been in. Win nothing. Emmitt Smith can play. Oh, you talking about for Troy Aikman for sure. But at the end of the day, that's why I don't complain when Russell Wilson. I ain't complain when Russell Wilson, people say, oh, he riding the coattail of the Legion of Boom. Hey, man, we done had so many black quarterbacks who ain't never had nothing. Let's keep it real. Michael Vick, he wasn't a tape. He didn't study film like he should have. He'd tell you that. But what we had, Algie Crumpler and Roddy White, he ain't had the greatest tools. Randall Cunningham had Robert Smith and Klein Saucer, if my memory serves me correctly. Chris Carter, Randy Moss. Nigga was 105 years old. You ain't till I'm damn near about to, retire. And Warwick Dunn. And Warwick Dunn is Michael Vick. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. He ain't had shit. When they talk about Patrick Mahomes, I ain't trying to hear that. And look at Russell Wilson doing right now. Michael Vick ain't had shit for real. Not compared to Sterling Sharp and Javon Walker and was Antonio Freeman and what was the running back? Dorsey Walker and Dorsey Levens, excuse me, and that motherfucker, come on, man. Rod Smith, Ed McCaffrey, Shannon Sharp, Terrell Davis. I mean, you can go on and on. Jerry Rice. I had everybody, man. They ain't had nobody for real. Patrick Mahomes I'm looking Cam Newton. Cam Newton, he went to the Super Bowl with old ass Jericho Cotcher as his best receiver. Let that sink in, bro. McNair was better than me. But let that sink in for a minute over McNair. Let that sink in for a minute. Cam Newton went to the Super Bowl with Jericho Cotcher as his best receiver. And old ass Jonathan Stewart, bro. Steve Smith was gone. He had Jericho Cotcher and Ted Ginn as his best receivers, bro. And he had Greg Olsen. Let that sink in. And people say, well, the Legion of Boom is responsible for Russell Wilson's success. Hey, so you telling me that what was homeboy name? That was he lit us up in Green Bay and he got that contract. What was that dude name? The quarterback that was supposed to start over Russell Wilson. What was that quarterback that was supposed to start over Russell Wilson name? Damn, what was that motherfucker? Matt Flynn. So if Matt Flynn was the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, would they have won the Super Bowl? Shout out to Trey, appreciate it. Would they won the Super Bowl if Matt Flynn was the quarterback? Keep it real, bro. Russell Wilson made a lot of plays. He made a lot of plays down the stretch. So anybody could have won the Super Bowl with that defense, huh? See how they try to discredit the black quarterback? Now people want to say, well, Russell Wilson ain't really black. Ain't no black and not black. He black. Or he don't act black. What's acting black? Because I got homies like Carlton. I got homies like Will. You know what I'm saying? I got gangster homies. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no acting black. That's bullshit. Daddy was black, mama black. He more blacker than 90% of the NFL. He got a black wife. How many brothers in the NFL? How many brothers in sports leave a white woman and marry a black woman? Come on, bro. Come on. So come on, man. Get out of that stigma of you act. Oh, nigga, you is what you is. Long as you yourself around me, I'm cool with you, bro. But yeah, we talked about Carolina. Chargers, Miami. Come on, we knew it was gonna happen. We knew it was gonna happen. So shout out to Phillip Rivers and them. He should have put up more fantasy points. He fucked me on that side. But Rams, man, Buccaneers put it on the Rams. Famous Jameis came to play. That Godwin a motherfucker. Man, Godwin, he made me win this weekend, but Godwin went ham. And then Marcus Peters, man, Marcus Peters don't have no discipline with his eyes. I see why Kansas City got rid of him. Man, this nigga, I don't know what he was doing, bro. He let Mike Evans walk right past him. Mike Evans burnt his ass down for a deep touchdown. He was nowhere near him. Nowhere near him, man. And Winston was out there throwing darts. Cameron Brake caught one. Chris Godwin, I think, caught a couple ones. I don't know where O.J. Howard at. I don't know what's going on with O.J. Howard. I thought he was going to be a real good guy, but Jared Goff trash. Todd Gurley, somebody asked me about him. He done. And that's why they don't be wanting to pay these dudes their money, because as soon as you pay, guys like Todd Gurley, them niggas be getting injured and shit like that. So I think a rookie running back contract should be no longer than 3 years, right? With no franchise tag on it. That's best for all parties concerned. That's best for all parties concerned. Excuse me. That's best. You know what I'm saying? That's best. But yeah, Jared Goff looking trash this year. Bill Belichick exposed him because Sean McVay, the headset caught off like at 20 seconds or whatever it is, the headset, because the quarterback can talk to the offensive coordinator, or the guy who called him plays, which is McVay and the Rams. He'll see what the defense come out in, and he'll tell Jared Goff where to throw the ball at. And the Patriots took away Jared Goff's first read. He didn't know what to do. It ain't just Cooper Kupp was gone. It ain't just because Cooper Kupp was gone. Jared Goff he ain't smart, and people didn't caught up to Sean McVay's system. You know, Sean McVay probably should look to get a tight end and implement him. He gonna have to make adjustments because you didn't pay him $110 million guaranteed, and quite frankly, Dak Prescott looking better than him. Fumbling, throwing interceptions. The league then caught up to him. So McVay gonna have to do something different. And also Todd Gurley not being effective. Todd Gurley is who really got McVay, and Todd Gurley is what got Jared Goff paid. That's who got him paid. You know what I'm saying? And Gurley not able to run that stretch zone and then able to stretch it out and cut it back in. It's all bad. They better start using that kid out of Memphis, that running back. Todd Gurley done. You know what I'm saying? They only giving them 5 touches and 7 catches. Nah, man. Nah. Whatever that arthritis in that knee is worse than that. But let's keep going. Seahawks beat the Cardinals. We knew that was happening. I think Russell Wilson may be the best quarterback in the league. Probably not named Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Because who Russell Wilson throwing the ball to? Lockett? DK Metcalf? You know what I'm saying? The little tight end they got, what's my man's name? He got me some bread the other day. The little tight end they got over there. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, Russell Wilson, he proven that he was more than Legion of Boom. The DK Metcalf ain't shit. Not right now. You know what I'm saying? He only can go deep. It may be a screen or two. Russell Wilson over there, no offensive line. He doing the most with less. He may not. No, Luke Wilson ain't the tight end. It's another white boy. Luke Wilson been gone. He was here in Detroit. He might went back there. Russell Wilson, best player in the league right now. probably not name my homeboy because he doing that nigga ain't got no defense. They ain't got no receivers. They ain't got no line. That motherfucker just out there balling. He don't get no credit. He's still out there winning. I don't care who they beating. Man, that motherfucker ain't got nothing. He running for his life and throwing touchdowns. He ain't throwing it to nobody. Tyler Lockett might not start on 50% of the teams in the NFL. He won't start in LA. He might start in the 49ers and the Cardinals, them teams in that division. But he won't be a starter on a lot of teams. I won't say 50%, but Russell Wilson baddest motherfucker in the league. Because he doing it with nothing. Vikings and Bears, that was pathetic, bro. That was the game that was on my TV, but I got a red zone. So they always hustle to the shit I want to see. If not, I just plug in the Fire Stick. You know what I'm saying? I had to do that this season, but Bears defense a problem. At the end of the day, to beat the Bears defense, you gonna need to beat Tom Brady. Or what you gonna have to do is a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of play action. You got to run the ball with some success. You got to keep them off balance. And you got to expose like Prince Amukamara and Kyler Fuller. I don't think that corner's that good. Eddie Jackson might be the best in the business. But you're going to have to really buy time with them and run the ball and throw the ball downfield. If you can't throw the ball downfield or if you ain't pinpoint accurate, then you really got to know what coverage them dudes in. But they weakness is they corners. You know what I'm saying? They weakness is their corners. But Tom Brady able to chop them up. But yeah, Kirk Cousins trash. Fumbling the ball and shit. The Bears traded up to get Mitchell and passed on Watson and my homeboy. My homeboy I can understand, but Watson, that was stupid. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. The Jags beat Denver. That ain't nothing to do big. But shout out to the Jags. I think they have 500 now. Steelers beat the Bengals. They got their first game in a year. If I'm AJ Green, I ain't never coming back unless they trade me. And the Saints beat the Cowboys. That was like a 10 to what, 12, 11 game or 10 to 13 or some shit like that. And Cowboys, couldn't run the ball. You stop Zeke, you stop the Cowboys. That's basically what it is because Prescott thrives off of the 8-man fronts and the play actions and the big windows created from Zeke run the ball. So people saying, oh, Zeke overrated. That motherfucker missed all training camp. He missed most of all the offseason workouts, so let him work his way back into shape. They'll be all right. But the way that line got whooped, that's their concern. That's their concern. But I really ain't too concerned about Zeke. Zeke will whip his shit. He get back in playing shape. That ain't no problem. So they'll figure it out. They going against the worst run D this week, but Saints looking like a Super Bowl team. Hold on. Saints looking like a Super Bowl team. If Drew Brees come back healthy, they got everything to win. They should think about trading for Stephon Diggs. But let's get into these. He said, "Fact, if I'm AJ Green, I want to get traded. Ain't nothing there to play with. You ain't lying. Trade his ass to Detroit, put him back with Stafford and shit, nigga. We give y'all like Marvin Jones back to Cincinnati." But let's get into week 5 and make these picks. Tonight, Seahawks and Rams. Rams ain't look good at home or shit. They ain't look good on the road, even though they ain't lost nothing on the road. I like brother Russell Wilson in Seattle. I don't see them losing 2 straight home games. Short week. Seattle ain't far from LA, but I like Seattle to defeat the Rams based on it's a short week and Goff might have some success tonight, but he keep turning the ball over. I think Pete Carroll will right the ship with that defense. Jets and Eagles Sunday. It ain't really too many good games coming on this week. I like the Eagles to win that game because they at home and they ain't got no quarterback in New York with or without overrated ass Sam Darnold. But hold on. With or without overrated ass Sam Darnold. But fantasy wise, if you playing tonight, you got some players playing tonight. That's a tough one. I wouldn't even know who to tell you. I'll take Wilson maybe. That's about it. Golf might go big, and Woods and Woods or Cook or Cup can go off. Cup get the most targets, so I say Cup, Russell Wilson, and Chris Carson. I like them tonight. Eagles game, I like everything. Eagles defense. Eagles defense a must start this week. Ain't no two ways around it, bruh. They a must start. And everything offensively. Jags and Panthers. Panthers at home. Gardner Minshew, Marshall, he going crazy right now. But I'm gonna go with Kyle Allen and the Panthers. I'll go with Kyle Allen and the Panthers because Carolina defense pretty much. And but I think it might be a low scoring game here. Uh, I think it might be a low scoring game. It probably has opportunities to put the points up. But if Minshew can have some success versus Carolina, and they win that game, I think he's gonna be the starter for the rest of the year, barring injury or some major setback. But I'm picking Carolina at home, and their defense is one of the best in the business. DBs knew to did better for the Eagles, yeah, but they no threat from whoever the fuck starting for the Jets, Darnold or the other guy, fails and others. He suck. Vikings and Giants. Giants at the crib. Shit, can if they had Saquon, I'd pick the Giants. But Minnesota defense still is solid. And Daniel Jones get his welcome to the NFL this week. I like the Vikings here to bounce back. Kirk Cousins probably gonna look like a Kirk Cousins gonna probably look like a young goat. Watch. Kirk Cousins gonna look like a young goat, but for the Jackson Panther game, fantasy wise, with or without Jalen Ramsey. You always play Christian McCaffrey, that's no doubt. But I play the defenses. Vikings, shit, and Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is a must play. For the Giants, I ain't sure. Maybe Ingram the tight end. But the Minnesota defense, for sure. Thielen, since Kirk Cousins ain't fucking with Diggs, and Dalvin Cook is gonna be a must start. Him lock. You got Dalvin Cook, lock him in. He gonna have a big game, bouncing back from that bear shit. Falcons and Texans. Man. Oh, Falcons on the road. I like the Texans here. Texans looking shaky. They can't block nobody. So, Big Beasley and that McKinley guy, they could take over the game, but usually on the road, that pass rush don't have that timing with the crowd noise. So I like Texans here, but I like this to be a high scoring game. I believe. I think this might be a 30-30, 30-40, 40-40 game here. I think you might get a better Matt Ryan here. I think Julio can go off. I like Julio. I like Ridley, Watson, Hopkins. Yeah, if I got some players or I'm playing daily fantasy, I'm loading up on this game. This is the game I'm stacking. That should be a high scoring 1 o'clock game. Oh, here go a good game this week. But Bucks and Saints. Um, Bridgewater still starting. Last year, Ryan Fitzpatrick went down to New Orleans and ran amok, and they ran New Orleans right out the building last year. So it's Jameis' turn. Jameis was suspended last year. He looking hot right now, but the Saints defense looking good right now. But the difference is with the Bucks is they getting some production out of Barber and Ronald Jones III or the second, whatever the hell his name is, out of USC. He doing well today. To be honest, I'm gonna pick upset of the week. I'm taking the Bucks, but there's another game to stack from. I think a lot of players gonna be taking Thomas, Kamara, but oh man, you talk about Shaquille Barrett. Woo, man, what did Denver do? Shaquille Barrett got like 1,000 sacks already, bruh. They talking about he might break the fucking rookie record. I mean, the NFL sack record was it 22 and a half by Michael Strahan. Shaquille Barrett is going ham. Shit. Hold on. I see how many sacks this young dude got, man. Let me see how many sacks this young dude got. I don't know how they let him walk out of Denver. Shit. They sure need him. That Bradley Chubb got his shit fucked up. He tore his ACL. But man, I'm gonna see how many sacks this dude got. He got 9 sacks through 4 games. He got 9 fucking sacks through 4 games. God damn. Man, I envision him getting some more this week. He at least gonna get one. They better make him a priority. You better chip the shit out of him. But I like the Bucks here. I think they might just pull one out their ass. But I like Thomas. I like Kamara. I like Jameis. I like Evans. I love Goodwin. You know what I'm saying? But Jameis, I wouldn't depend on Jameis 2 weeks in a row. But if he did it, he did it. Buffalo going to Tennessee. I hate picking fucking Tennessee because them motherfuckers will never come in for me. They win the game they ain't supposed to. And Buffalo, is they quarterback even playing? I don't even think it fucking matter. I'm taking Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee because they at the home. It's gonna be like 9-10 type of game, maybe 17-20 type of game. But I like Tennessee there. After that hit that motherfucker Jared Allen took, he might not remember his name. But the Titans gonna fuck me. They gonna fuck me. They usually do every week. Every time you put faith in them, they fuck you. But I'm gonna take the Titans. But Bills defense is legit. I'm tired of hearing Zay Jones. Every time I hear Zay Jones, oh, Zay Jones almost caught the ball. I ain't never seen Zay Jones make a damn catch. Every time I watch that game, Zay Jones is if he don't never catch shit. He always the intended receiver. Buffalo need to get some damn receivers. Oh, I got I'm playing tonight. I just already said it. I got the home team. I got Seahawks. Cardinals and Bengals, who give a fuck? I got the Bengals getting their first home win of the year. I got the Bengals, bro. I don't think we care, but I take the Bengals. They getting their first home win of the year. I'll take them. What's up, Saldo? Patriots and Redskins, stop playing with me. Patriots. They don't even know who's starting. I wouldn't start no Dwayne Haskins versus that Patriots defense, though. Shit. Case Keenum go out there. Ravens, Steelers. You know what? I'm going to pick the Steelers this game. I'm going to go 2 upstate. I got the Steelers getting back in this division. I think they're going to have a good game plan for Lamar Jackson, Devin Bush, TJ Watt. Ravens got rid of a lot of defense. They got rid of CJ Mosley. They got rid of Zadarius Smith. They got rid of Terrell Suggs. They got rid of a lot of guys. But shout out to Marlon Humphreys for choking the shit out of Odell Beckham, faggot ass. Shout out to him. He choked the hell out of him. You know, he deboed him. Shit, Khalil Mack going back to Oakland. Oh man, Khalil Mack might set the single game sack record there. That's probably held by LT. Yeah, I got the Bears beating the Oakland Raiders. But you never know. Raiders might pull one out their ass, but I'll take the Bears. They might pull one out their ass. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bears got Chase Daniel. But ain't Chase Daniel and Trubisky the same player. They both garbage as hell. You know what I'm saying? And Bears fans got to act like they like Trubisky. He trash. It's okay to say your quarterback trash. You know what I'm saying? But remember, this is the same franchise that signed Jay Cutler again. Broncos, Chargers. Go Chargers, go. I got the Chargers, man. Von Miller only got 1 sack this year. And Bradley Chubb's gone. And Joe Flacco, he played well last week. But hey, it is what it is. And then I'm going to skip the Packer and Cowboy. I'll go Packer-Cowboy game real quick. Packer-Cowboys, you know what? How about them Cowboys? I got the Cowboys winning that game. No Devontae Adams. No, they left tackle out. So DeMarcus Lawrence should get his first sack of the year. He the highest paid defensive end. You know, Aaron Rodgers, if he truly beat the Cowboys this time, he truly owns Jerry World and AT&T. I got the Cowboys winning this game. I think Zeke Elliott going against the worst run defense. I think he explode for over 100 yards. Um, I expect Prescott to play well because Zeke playing well. So I think Prescott throw like 3 touchdowns. Zeke get another 2 on the ground. I think they win. I think they should run away with this one. I think it'd be like I'm gonna say like 35-21. I think Aaron Rodgers make a little run in the fourth quarter, but I think the Cowboys get the job done. He said, "Who does Buffalo even have on their team? They got the best defense in the league, or one of the better. They almost beat Tom Brady. Tom Brady didn't get a point. They just ain't got no quarterback. So yeah, I got the Cowboys. I got the Cowboys winning that one. Uh, Colts and Chiefs. Oh, Chiefs. No T.Y. Hilton, I don't think. And the Melvin running back hurt. So yeah, that's gonna be Sunday night. They sure thought Andrew Luck was gonna show up. Andrew Luck say, "No, sirree, Bob. I'm gonna let Jacoby handle that." So I like my homeboy and them to stretch the Chiefs. They missing a few pieces out there, but stretch the Colts, excuse me. Browns and 49ers. Oh, that's a decent Monday night game. Finally got a decent Monday night game. Browns and 49ers. Oh, Freddie Kitchen and Baker Mayfield. Baker cooking and Freddie Kitchen. Um, you know what? I'm going to take the 49ers in that one. I'm going to take the 49ers in that one. I think the Browns on the highest of the high. They beat the Ravens. And I think 49ers got a good defense. I think Jimmy G good enough. He'll be on his ass. He going to have a tough time with Myles Garrett and them boys. But I like the 49ers to take that game. But y'all got any questions, I'll answer them real quick. He said the Browns giving the 49ers. Remember, they going to the West Coast. They going to 49er land. And they got all them first round picks. They got Nick Bosa still injured, ain't he? They got D Ford, DeForest Buckner. They got the kid out of Stanford, the defensive lineman who ain't heard shit. They got Jimmy Ward. You know what I'm saying? So I like the 49ers in that one. At home, Monday night, they undefeated. If the Browns can't run the ball, it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, can they run it on the 49ers? Shit, they got on them big ass first round picks up front. It'd be interesting to see. Very, very interesting to see if they can run the ball. Hey, remember, 49ers got good pass defense too. And they on the road. And they can't protect Baker Mayfield. So if they get behind on the chains, 49ers going to tee off on their ass. You know what I'm saying? This is a typical Browns loss game. Watch them tell you. They win, they lose. They win, they lose. This is the best Monday night game they had since the opener. Because the 49ers and the 49ers and the Steelers and the Pittsburgh last week. I mean, Pittsburgh and the Steelers. Pittsburgh and the Bengals in the week before they had the Jets and the Browns. Nobody want to see that BS. We want to see we want to see some good games. This is a good one right here. Oh, Jimmy G gonna come through for you, boy. Y'all got any questions, man? I'll answer a few real quick. They already asked if I think Todd Gurley done. I do. It's Cam Newton. I think he done. I do. So yeah, but other than that, man, nobody got no questions. Roll out, doom 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 doom. He said, "Who's the team that needs to reevaluate the quarterback?" I don't know. Minnesota. I start the backup. Go get Joe Webb. The Broncos ain't got Drew Lock. He out. Trubisky suck. We all know that. The Bills might need to start evaluating some quarterbacks. Y'all might want to tank for Tua. Because Herbert ain't doing shit. Oh, Atlanta for sure. He garbage. Hey, you know what? The Bills should call Jacksonville and trade for old Nick Foles. Or the Bills should call over there and try to get Gardner Minshew. Hell yeah, y'all should go get Gardner Minshew. That's what I would do. Because Josh Allen ain't going to cut it, bruh. He ain't got no progression throwing the ball from year 1 to year 2. At least Lamar Jackson progressed some. Josh Allen, he just out there playing street football. You think it's NFL street with Josh Allen. He gonna make them bring that video game back, NFL Streets. He like the white Willie Beeman. He's steaming, he beaming. He just running in circles and shit, trying to run over. He didn't see what happened to Andrew Luck and Cam Newton trying to run over linebackers and shit. Who he think he is? Motherfucker look like Tim Tebow to me, like a right-handed Tim Tebow. Ronaldo ain't got shit to say after that one. He can't even defend his quarterback. I take him over Sam Sorry Darnold though. He's sorry in the mug. But hey, appreciate everybody for checking in, man. Hit that subscribe button, share the videos. Appreciate that bell icon button. And other than that, man, just keep checking out for us. And I got the NFL live playlist so I can find these. Appreciate the love, support. We gone.